I needed to go and smell a rock and roll band, you know?
Wow.
I just needed to be out there and see what a rock band looked like on a stage again.
That is Jon Bon Jovi talking about the Oasis reunion and the show that he attended. Oasis played 2 shows in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium, one on the 31st of August and the following night on the 1st of September. Jon Bon Jovi himself went to one of those shows, and as he says there, he just needed to get out, feel, and listen to a live rock band again. And he was very impressed with what he saw.
And yes, they were at my house in, not my home, my New Jersey, my MetLife. And so I went, yeah. But they were really good. They played great, they sang great, they sounded great.
So Oasis, of course, have been playing their 2025 reunion concerts. All the shows have been sold out. It's been a huge success. People have been loving it world over. And it has been really cool seeing this band get back together, this 90s band, whom people thought would never reunite after all the stuff that had been fired back and forth between them in the media. The way they broke up, the 2 brothers fighting, but they got it back together, and it's been really cool. And it seems it's going to continue on into 2026. And so both of these bands, Bon Jovi, Oasis, kind of old school rock bands you could say now. Bon Jovi more from the 80s and 90s, Oasis more the 90s and 2000s, but still, some people say rock is dead. And as John says here, it's great to see a band like Oasis out there keeping it alive, old school style.
You know what? That people really want a rock band again.
Yeah.
No dancers, no tricks, no loops, no recorded stuff. They wanted to hear a rock band.
Yeah.
John went on to say that the guitar tones alone were worth the price of admission, and that Liam and Noel both sang great. So this brings us to Bon Jovi, the band themselves. They're going on their world tour next year, in 2026. And this is a really big moment for the band because, as we all know, John had to have his vocal surgery. The greatest instrument he has, which is his voice, really started to let him down during live shows several years back. And the band just haven't been able to tour for some time. So John, at this stage in his early 60s, one of the most explosive, amazing vocalists in rock, one of the greatest frontmen, but of course it's not the 80s and 90s anymore, and he had definitely been struggling with his vocals, his singing for some time. The band played 3 live songs recently, the first time that did that in a long time, and some of it, yeah, you gotta be honest, it's a bit hard to listen to. John's voice, definitely not all it could be. This performance is here on YouTube, so you can check it out for yourself. Definitely one of my favorite bands. So many great songs we all know. So it's pretty hard to hear John just not all he could be. Seemed to even be struggling in parts on these songs. But I'm not on here to bash the guy either. As I said, he's in his early 60s now. He's had that vocal surgery. So he's not exactly going to sound like he did back in the 80s and 90s, right? So you just hope that for this world tour coming up in 2026, you just hope that it goes well for him, he can sing well, and you just link it back to the Oasis deal, having these legendary rock bands like Oasis and Bon Jovi still out there performing, playing to sold out venues, people want to see it. It's just great to see that rock isn't dead and it's still out there and alive. And before I go, a quick plug. I've got my music streaming now on Spotify, Tidal, Apple, and Amazon Music. So if you want to go check that out, that'd be cool. Links are below for that. And thanks heaps for tuning in as always. Be sure to drop a like on the video, have your say in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll catch you next time.